Yes. After almost a year since the incident, we finally saw the trial of the 21st century, which culminated in the conviction of Derek Chauvin for 2 counts of murder and 1 count of manslaughter for his senseless murder of George Floyd, which happened just 4 miles from my office at the time in Minneapolis. So look, in the picture to my immediate right, that's me, the shorty in the front row, along with 200 other lawyers from across the Twin Cities holding a silent protest at the Hennepin County Government Center during Derek Chauvin's first hearing. Lawyers and people of all ages and races took to the streets despite the perils of the pandemic to protest across the entire globe because so great was our collective outrage. $18 million people tuned in for the verdict. For many of us, it is a moment in time when we will always remember where we were and what we were doing when Judge Cahill read those 3 verdicts. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Since then, companies and individuals alike took to the airways and made statements long and short expressing their feelings about the conviction. Some were guarded but pleased, while others were just flat out exuberant and joyful. Some people are cautious because they're acutely aware that one conviction does not fix the ills of the world. Why? Since the murder of George Floyd, the world has witnessed killings of other Black and brown civilians at the hands of police officers. So how can we feel good about this? My name is Spiwa Jefferson. I am an attorney and author of the upcoming book, Mindful in 5. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment without judgment and without being overwhelmed by what's happening around you. It's easy to be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of injustice in the world today. But in a country where most white police officers who have killed Black civilians have been acquitted or not been indicted at all, this 3-strike guilty verdict is historic and hugely significant. So how then do we celebrate? I suggest you take the mindful approach to viewing this conviction. In this historic moment, the good people on that jury told us that in Minnesota, it is not acceptable for one human being to murder another, even if that killer is a white police officer and even if the victim is a Black man. Give yourself permission to celebrate. Lay people, experts, EMTs, current and retired police officers, trainers, the Minneapolis police chief himself, all came together to hold a murderer accountable for his actions. Outstanding lawyers like my former boss, Jerry Blackwell, and litigation consultants in front of and behind the cameras volunteered their time to do all they could do to make sure justice would be done here. So celebrate this moment without apology and without worry about what else has happened and without fear of what will happen tomorrow. Just be in this present momentous historic time. It may not change everything, but it has already made such a big difference to so many, and it will continue to move us towards a more just society. So, Harness the power of mindfulness to get your celebration on. Mobilize your mindfulness mojo to live and work to your highest and best purpose each day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Drop me a line and let me know how you are celebrating. Until next time, this is Spiwa saying be mindful and be well.